gosh, that's so good. I wanted to try the new chai because it's unsweetened now, but I figured that I'd get that next time. Right now I have my signature drink. Hallöchen, ich habe gerade zu Hause angekommen, aber dieser Vlog ist im Englisch, so wir müssen das sprechen. If you're wondering where my Starbucks went, let's just say I'm a fast drinker when it comes to that. I finished it in the car. Today at school was honestly a pretty good day. I'm not complaining. Tomorrow I have the SAT. Let me get this straight. Normally you would have to pay for it. You'd have to sign up, pay for it. My school does a thing where everyone that's a junior takes it the same day. Basically the plan is study for the SAT. Hopefully we're not gonna get below a 1500 and then we can be chilling for the rest of the year. Probably isn't gonna happen now that I think about it. What I always do is I don't study the material, but I study the loopholes and the mechanics of the test. Because on the PSAT, I cannot do math to save my life. That's one of the things that I'm absolutely terrible at. I literally cannot do math. Don't ask me to do math. Don't ask me to be your engineer. It's not gonna work out. I cannot do math. If you know anything about math on tests, it's arithmetic and algebra. On the PSAT, I got nothing less than 20 points below, which I think is pretty good, and I use Desmos. I think I'm pretty good with math. I took some notes yesterday, actually. Right here, I wrote some notes yesterday. Everything that's on the math portion of the SAT and the stuff that I just need to remember. What we really need to work on is English, because math and English are my two worst subjects and they happen to be on the SAT, both of them. All the grammar rules, all the everything else that it's gonna ask me. Auf jeden Fall erstmal haben wir this planner. One of the large parts for my studying for the SAT today is actually in this planner, which was so kindly sent to me by Clever Fox. So thank you, Clever Fox, so much for sending me this planner. It's honestly one of the coolest planners ever. I'll put up the specs of it right here, but they kindly asked me if I wanted a planner. I of course said yes, so I got this for free. I did not pay for this. And there's all these different pages. We have a vision board. 1 year from now, 5 years from now, like just so many things in here. 3-month goals, a mind map. Do you guys see how cool that is? I love it when notebooks and planners and just papers in general have the dotted lines, because that just makes everything so much easier to plan out, you know what I mean? You can customize the days yourself, the times and everything, and it's just so like ergonomic. And at the end of every month, there's a monthly review. I don't think I could find a planner like this in the store, I'm not gonna lie. And then there's of course the weekly planner part where you have your days and times all just separate. And then at the end, there's of course a bunch of notes, like pages with these same dots that I love so much. There's a little pocket like this, and it comes with some of the cutest stickers ever. So it has these labels, like different days. So again, thank you so much for Clever Fox for sending me this planner. I'm so excited to use it, especially with AP tests coming up. And I'll leave a link below to the Clever Fox website. Again, they're not paying me in any way. It's just for your own benefit, just to look around. Another thing that I need to touch on is, do you guys see this desk setup? I know that I like always talk about it, but ignore the mess, but it's just so pink and beautiful and I just love it so much, guys. It's kind of like, this is actually the package to some highlighters that you can see right here that my German teacher actually gifted me for my birthday, and they're from this independent Christian company, and of course Brandenburg Gate. So excited for Germany. Look out for Germany content coming this summer. You know, school is coming into a close. We only have 2.5 months left until I end my junior year, which is crazy. I cannot stop thinking about that. Like, what do you mean junior year is ending? Yeah, and then after that is Germany. I'm gonna be moving to Germany for the summer, and there's gonna be so many vlogs and everything, and I'm so excited. Learning German every single day, all day. It's kind of crazy. And also I have spring break next week. Can you believe it? That's crazy. Over here on my windowsill, I actually have some things that are related to Germany. My newest hobby, which is polymer clay earrings. Is that a DHL truck that just went by? See, it's a sign. One of my latest hobbies has actually been making polymer clay earrings to sell at the flea market, a way to make some extra cash, but also because it's just a fun hobby I have. So, zum Beispiel, I've made so many. I'm gonna make a whole video about this. Look at this little croissant. Isn't that so cute? Look at this little toast. And they look so realistic too. Little dumplings and a bok choy on it. And then a little egg toast. Tell me that that's not awesome looking. Anyway, a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go downstairs and make some food before we start studying. So I'll decide what I'm gonna eat. I've really been into eating like breakfast for dinner and dinner for breakfast. I don't have food rules. I'm gonna eat pancakes for dinner. Siehst du dann? So I just made some pancakes. I have some Greek yogurt on top and in them because protein, duh. And then also I have some apples and blueberries and just the whole deal, and they're so delicious. I'm so excited. So now we can begin our little study time, but first I'm actually gonna eat my dinner and watch some videos. My goal this summer when I go to visit and live with my family is that I come back fluent. Because every single time I've gone to Germany, I never had the interest to learn German. I just never even thought about it. Like, that didn't even cross my mind. So I never actually learned any German seriously while I was there. Like, I learned words like Wasser and Essen and like all these words, but I never actually like took the effort to speak it. So this is my time. Please subscribe and keep watching my videos if you want to see all the amazing content I'm going to be making in Germany. If you have any ideas about Berlin, or you have anything that you know about Berlin that you want me to like do or see or like make videos about, please let me know. And I have so many amazing video ideas. I was recently talking to my cousin and I was like, würdest du ein bisschen amerikanisches Essen ausprobieren? And she was like, ja, schätze ich. And I was like, welche möchtest du? And she was like, die beste, das du hast. And I was like, okay. I also forgot I made some green tea. So right now we are studying for mainly the English portion of the SAT, because the math portion I think we got down. I already converted my PSAT score to the SAT and it was in the high 1400s. It was like 1470. I want to get it above 1500. The rule is if it's above 1500, I'm not going to take any more because I have intense fear of getting worse. This says SAT survival. Then we're going to put the English section down here. Not many notes because it's kind of hard to take notes to remember something when your test is tomorrow. I'm watching this video by the SAT Gamified. I'll put it in the description if you're wanting to take the SAT again by the time you're seeing this. It's all of SAT reading explained in 21 minutes, and I already watched half of it yesterday and it was crazy. But the beginning of the video was pretty much teaching you English like as a language, as if you didn't already speak it. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be that bad, but if it's not that bad, it's not going to teach me anything because I've already been through English on the PSAT and STAR tests and stuff, and it's pretty bad. So let's get this party started. We like the setup. We got our tea, we got our book, we got our highlighters, we got our video. We're gonna lock in, okay?
Seeing an SAT again and again.
Found out that I got approved for the Apple Card. This is so random because I'm studying right now, but my mom just called up to me that I got approved for the Apple Card, which is the Apple credit card. And the whole reason that I applied for it, because I had Amex before and I still do. I didn't like the foreign transaction fees that came with buying things overseas with Apple Pay using your credit card. Like, I think it's like 2.7% extra whenever you pay with a credit card overseas, because it's in a different country. And I applied for the Apple Card because it has 0. It's perfect. It goes with Apple because it's Apple Pay, very flexible, and we just got approved. So that's something to lighten up my day while I study for this. The weird thing about English is that you can't really get that more specific. It's subjective, right? Like a lot of the time, like it's not cookie cutter. I'm going to finish some homework that I still have in stats. It's not that bad. That's a good thing about this week. I'm excited about that. After I finish this, I'm going to work on editing my video that I was making. So it's currently 5 p.m. We're doing statistics right now, but these are the notes that I made for the SAT. That was yesterday, the math, and then I finished down here with the English that I just started, and then also the reading passages. So there's some good tips and tricks in here, like don't gaslight yourself, don't get lost in the sauce. that's complete now. I'm so tired. Probably because I get up at 4:40, 4:30 every morning for school. And it's currently 6:26, yeah, so it's been a long day, my friends. Hello people, I'm back. I just got unready and I made a whole batch of baby pancakes. They are so good that I made a whole batch of baby pancakes. I made like 50 of them. I froze them, like they're in the freezer, and then I took a couple, and I also have some buckwheat ones, so that's why that's like gray, because it's buckwheat. I'm gonna go ahead and finish editing one of my videos real quick. Good morning, friends. It's the next day and I'm doing my makeup. Right now, I'm charging my school computer so that it's charged for the SAT and I don't have to like sit by a charger and be panicked. It's always so funny though, because they stick us in these like rooms separated by last name. You always end up with some random teacher with some random kids, not allowed to like talk for the whole day because you have to wait for everyone to finish the test, even though there's a time limit. It's just like the whole day whenever there's a test, it just always gets like funkified and like messed up. I cannot talk. I'm so tired. I don't like having a bunch of makeup on my eyes when I'm taking a test because it just like messes with it. Could just be all in my head, but whatever. So I just finished my makeup. I'm gonna put my hair into like a ponytail or something. I can't film at school. I'll let you know how it is when I come back. The SAT, my friends. It wasn't that bad. The English was actually pretty easy, but the math, I don't know what happened. Maybe they patched it because what was going on. I'm gonna go home and think about this. Hello friends, I'm back. Quick recap about the SAT. English flew by. I took the tips easily, and honestly, it was so easy. This is the first time that English has ever been easier than the math, and I think that could have just been me because really was like on it. And I was also on math. I was like, I got this. And then I get on there. Tell me why nothing was Desmos-able. Like, I could not put anything on Desmos. Maybe like, well, of course you can. No, you cannot, because they were all word problems, but not Desmos-able word problems. They were like actual arithmetic that aren't graphable, and it was a bunch of geometry, which I'm good at geometry, but it's been a really long time since I've taken it. I was nothing Desmosable. You gotta let me know in the comments if you think that they patched it, because what is going on, my friends? What is going on? What are we doing here? I just keep telling myself most people take the SAT more than once. I'm not gonna sign up or register for another SAT until I already know my score. If I like my score, I'm hoping that it's above 1500. Anyway, yeah, that's how today went. It wasn't that difficult. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this longer vlog. There's gonna be a lot more vlogs. I honestly miss them. I like them so much. I want to see if we can get to 10k subscribers, which let me know in the comments what I should do at 10k, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It seems like such a crazy goal. And I'll see you guys towards the end of junior year and the beginning of summer, and we'll see what I get on my SAT. I'm not gonna gatekeep. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye. Tschüss.